Africa to really invest and to create jobs, because if you have listened to the president, everything depends whether we're going to get new investors. For instance, he's going to establish an industrial revolutionary sort of council, but he spoke about the fourth and the fifth revolution when it comes to that. But in fact, at this moment, we still don't have the change to digital broadcasting. So a lot of things has been said. The Freedom Front Plus will give the president a chance to prove to the people of South Africa that he was serious and that what he said will culminate into practice. We are not happy with the expropriation of land without compensation. That in itself is negative for the economy, and that's why I say that it depends, and we will have to see whether investors really come to South Africa. So the proof of the pudding is in eating the pudding.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Pieter Groenewald, the leader of the Freedom Front Plus. I think now, Leanne, we're going to cross to the other side of the precinct. I believe Manelisi is standing by.
Bulelani, thank you very much. I am joined by the Reverend Kenneth Mishwe, who is, of course, the leader of the African Christian Democratic Party. Reverend, your take, first of all, on the maiden address by new President Cyril Ramaphosa.
It was a very good speech. The atmosphere in the House reminded me of the days of Tata Nelson Mandela. He touched the right buttons, what people of South Africa wanted to hear, particularly the concern that we had about crime and corruption. He spoke like a person who's going to be ruthless when it comes to corruption, and we really, really appreciate that. The size of government was one of a concern to the ACDP because money has been wasted in a lot of staff members who were duplicating their duties. So he's going to re-look at the size of government, so we are expecting the size of government departments to be reduced. And obviously we are very happy also to hear him talk about ensuring that young people who are unemployed, that they are going to get employment, that much is going to be done, and that South Africa will become the tourist hub of the world. Indeed, we have a beautiful country that should be the hub of tourism, and we are grateful that that is what he is aiming at, to make our country the hub of tourism. And indeed, we are grateful that the new day is dawning for South Africa. A new day is dawning.
All right, there you can have it, Reverend Kenneth Mishwe. Obviously very inspired by the maiden address of new President Cyril Ramaphosa. Let me now cross you back live to my colleague Manelisi Dubase.
Welcome back. We're still continuing with political reactions right here on the steps of Parliament. Joining me now is the Deputy Secretary General of the ANC, Mamuchesi Duarte. Thank you so much for joining us. The President Cyril Ramaphosa's maiden speech, SONA. Your take on it?
I think that firstly, it's really a step up for the country. He raised many issues that, of course, we as the governing party are extremely happy with. The 1 million jobs for young people with social partners, that is very important. At the level of apprenticeships, I think that's really what he's meaning. Secondly is the question of the economy. Played a huge part in that speech. Was 90% of it was about the economy. And looking at small to medium business enterprises, removing all the red tape. I was very pleased about that. I think that's going to make a huge difference to small people who have a little money and have to fill in so many forms and go through so many different processes. I think that's important. I like the fact that he said he will personally be going to various departments to make sure they do their jobs. I think that's very positive. It shows a president who's determined to make the country work.
All right, thank you so much. That is Chesi Duarte, the Deputy Secretary General of the ANC. As you can hear from behind, ANC MPs are singing, but now we're going to cross to the other side of the precinct. Manelis is standing by.
Thank you very much, Lucanio, and I'm here with the leader or the chief whip of the NFP, Professor Nhlanhla Kubisa. Prof, quite a very good speech, breath of fresh air today, isn't it?
It is indeed, Manelis, a breath of fresh air. It's like soon we'll be in Canaan. The president touched on a plethora of issues that are affecting our country, and of course the issue of youth unemployment as the NFP to us that comes uppermost, and he said that is going to be dealt with. The issue of corruption and ridding our country of state capture, getting into the grip of it, dealing with our state-owned enterprises, and of course free higher education and dealing with basic education as well. We believe these are basic issues, and ensuring that there is stability and lack of uncertainty in our country, and ensuring that policy is consolidated. These are the main issues that society has been crying about. Now South Africans are waiting to see whether these things are implemented. But quite honestly, this is a speech that covered so many issues. The president spoke like a person who has been there and has seen it, and now he needs the entire collective, all of us as South Africans, to ensure that these issues are dealt with once and for all. We expect him to deal with corruption, nip it in the bud, the issue of state capture, deal with the issue of education, state-owned enterprises, and also the issue of land. Our people need land, and these are the issues so that they can plow. Dealing with SMEs, they get money, and startups are assisted. It's a whole lot of issues which are specific and speaking directly to the marrow of our society.
Thank you very much, Professor Nhlanhla Kubisa. This time, let me go back to my colleague Bulelani Phillips on the other side.
Stuart, must just cue me now. I can't hear. All right, we're now joined by the Commander-in-Chief of the EFF, Mr. Julius Malema. The maiden speech of President Ramaphosa. Your take as the EFF?
Well, unfortunately, we have to apologize for what looks like just a sort of cable fault with a mic there with that Bulelani right on the floor there. But as you can see, a buoyant mood, jovial mood right there in the